Legend on the beat. It's the rundown. Everything you need to know. It's the rundown. Everything you need for show. It's the rundown. And I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show. Who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts. There's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Block.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay. We'll do it live. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to the rundown. It's Monday. That means it's a giveaway, y'all. It's a giveaway, y'all. It's a giveaway on the rundown. Hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you hit that like button. You know, all this time, I think for the last maybe actually since it could have even been before him, but I noticed it on the rundown. I had a special guest with that came on, my guy, the Maverick Approach. My audio has been screwed up. It was coming from my camera instead of the mic. So let me know if you can hear my audio okay. It was sounding horrible because somehow it jumped over to the camera mic for the last few, I don't even know how many episodes, how many live streams, but it's been horrible. So hopefully you guys can hear me now through the red mic, which is a much better mic. So show me some love and let me know if you can hear me good, loud, and clear. And tonight's episode, we are going to be looking at Fort Knox, more plane issues, but I got a caveat to this plane situation. We had a plane out in, I think, Atlanta, go up in flames, a Delta flight. And then we had another plane crash in Fort Worth, Texas today. Yes. All right. Thanks for that, man. Loud and clear. There we go. There we go. So we've had a few more incidents in the last couple of days. But again, I got a caveat. I got some data I want to look at to show you, put everything in context. And this data isn't even, like, I know Trump didn't have anything to do with this. I'm not trying to defend Trump in you know, showing you this data. I was more so like, damn, is it some alien type invasion stuff going on? But again, we're going to look at the article. We're going to look at the one in Atlanta. We're going to look at the one in Fort Worth, Dallas. We're also going to look at Elon and Trump auditing Fort Knox. Boy, I tell you, that's going to be something else right there, boy. I told people this was worse than, optically, this is worse than us trying to audit the IRS, the Fed. There may be more damage at those institutions, but optically, I think Fort Knox is a little worse, and I'll explain why. Trade Tuition is back in the building. Thanks for tuning back in. He was definitely in the building earlier on our stream. We traded the US session with crypto. We're going to take a look at that. Matter of fact, maybe I should just quickly start off with that, because we ended the session. We ended the session earlier, and I told Trade intuition. Let them know in the chat room. Crypto Blood said we were going to go lower. And that's exactly what we did. I was spot on yet again. We were going to go lower and lower we went. Let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. So, it's damn it. How did this get saved on that? Hold on 1 second. BTS USD. And we need to bring up Bitfinex. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just resetting everything real quick. Lock. Boom. So let's take a look at this real quick. I told you guys. I said I did not think we were going to get back to this zone right here. And matter of fact, I might be able to show the actual chart because I don't think I closed it. Oh, I did. I closed it. Never mind. So we'll just use this chart as reference. So if you recall, I said I did not think we would get, we need to see a move above here, because at the end of my session today, we were right here. This is where we ended the session. And we were starting to bounce off the top of that channel. I said, I don't think we're going to get back up there. I think we're going to head lower. And lo and behold, we headed lower. Matter of fact, we went lower than I even thought we would go. We broke right through the channel. So we didn't even stop. We just ran right through the channel. And now we're below the channel. So previous support becomes future resistance. That's how it goes. So because we slam right through both of these levels, this now becomes resistance. So you may see a move like back up here, but you know, that may take us even further. We'll get into the crypto stuff later on tonight. Stick around. I'm giving away 50. I'm giving away 50 tonight. But I do want to show you. Let's go to the studio real quick on YouTube. I want to see where my ending balance was on today's session, because we end up making some more money. We end up making some more money tonight, ladies, or earlier today, ladies and gents. Hit that like button as we get into the thing, into the nitty gritty. Let's see. All right, so this is where we ended. We ended at 24, almost just say 20,000, 20.5, 20,500 on the balance, right? Let me get myself out the way so you can see that. All right, that's where we ended. We're currently sitting at about, with the running P&L, we're at 21.7. So another 1,000 and some change we added to our earlier session, which I want to say, I can't even calculate it right now, but you see all the greens. The greens are the wins, and they outpace all the L's, especially that Doge. We made 600 on Doge short today alone, 800 on the ETH short today, 7. So we made some big trades today on the way down. I was initially positioned long, and then during my session, go back and watch it. I think it was about a 3.5 hour session. I switched my stance to go bearish and went short, and it paid off. Round of applause. Paid off for us. All right. So we'll get into the crypto stuff later, but let's go ahead and get into the first article, which is about this Texas plane crash. What in the world? More plane crashes, y'all. So aircraft went down. Responding to passengers in the plane. Reporting all occupants are out. So it doesn't look like there were any fatalities. Thank God. It says here both occupants are ambulatory. Fire spreading to some brush. Sounds like it crash landed behind its residence. Okay. All right. So here's what we got going on. Another plane crash in Fort Worth. Now, I didn't talk about this one earlier. This right here. I didn't get a chance to talk about this, but As you guys see, an Atlanta flight, Delta flight, forced to evacuate. I think they were actually in the air. They were in the air, forced to evacuate or turn around and land the plane safely. Thank God. This got to be scary, man. Listen, I'm not flying, and you know I don't care. I don't care. I'm about to show you some stuff that goes counter to the narrative with these plane incidents. But I'm still not getting on no plane, y'all. I'm sorry. Just not gonna do it.
For the blood, I thought you were street smart, bro.
To my conscience clears, I ain't doing it. This lady, Preachy Keenan, says last night a Delta flight had a land in LAX with smoke in the cabin. This is crazy. Let's see if anyone else. Let's see. I ain't seen anyone else corroborating this story. Delta is falling apart, and it's because of WIC practices like DIA. I don't know what that means. Or maybe they meant whack. I can't blame this on all DEI. And I'm a proponent against that shit. But all this is not, you can't blame everything on DEI now. We're taking a little bit too far. We are taking this shit a little bit too far. Let me tell you. What kind of smoke? Right. Amazing trades earlier today. You were killing it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, we ran it up. Another 10% on the account. Doubled the account since December. Initial deposit 10K. Doubled it since December. Just trading. Physically, just manually trading. Utilizing blood analytics with the manual trades. So look, we can't blame everything on DEI. I'm sorry. Just can't. Now, this was an interesting post that I saw on Twitter here. Because this was from this is a response to this guy's talking about this Fort Worth, Texas plane crash, right? And so we had a guy from named ABC say it's still not nearly as bad as usual. And he's talking about NTSB. That's the agency that's over all the, flight issues and crashes and all of that, right? They investigate all that stuff. So, ironically enough, he's right. As far as accidents, right? In 2024, by end of January, we had 80 accidents. That's crazy. That's insane. By February, we had 93. We only have 26 so far. I haven't counted this myself. I guess I could go to the NTSB site and corroborate these claims. But, doing some more research, there are normally like 1,200 incidents or accidents a year in aviation. I'm assuming in the United States. I never knew that. So, to put it in context, it's actually not as bad as it looks. And again, I haven't corroborated this, and maybe I should. I'll do a follow-up, and if this data is different than on the NTSB site than what we see here as a still shot, I'll let you guys know. But from what I'm seeing, this is actually below average, all these accidents. So maybe I shouldn't be so hesitant to jump on a plane. I don't know. J Crypto Miner said this market is making me sick. It's kicking in your ass too, ain't it? J Crypto Miner said nothing to see here. I don't know, man. It might not actually be nothing to see here. You ever And it's crazy because our minds are so powerful, and I truly believe we create our realities. I think once like the masses consciously start thinking about particular things, then you see all of it. It's like you ever get a new car or something, or a friend gets a new car, and now you see that car everywhere. The power of your brain, man, it paints a reality. It creates a reality. It really does. We live in a simulation created by our own minds. So that's probably what's going on right here. That's probably what's going on here, ladies and gents. So, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think this time is different? It's strange. There may be less of them, but maybe it seems a little bit more strange than usual. The type of incidents, et cetera, et cetera. Let me know what you think in the chat room right now, because so far we're under average on plane crashes, which is diabolical in and of itself. I didn't know we had this many crashes a year. 12 to 1,300 crashes a year. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and move to the next topic on tonight's stream, which is Fort Knox. You know, that's where all of our gold. I say our gold because, you know, government's gold literally is the taxpayer. It's the taxpayer gold. So that being the case, we need to know if our gold is actually there, right? I heard Treasury head of Treasury, I think his name is something Besant. He said that he gets an audit is done every month on Fort Knox. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. An audit is done every month for Fort Knox. The issue is, I think, and where, you know, Elon and Trump are having like, nah, we don't believe you. You need more people, is the fact that the audit is just a report sent to the Treasury, the White House, et cetera, et cetera. No one's physically going in there and doing the audit outside of the individuals at the Fort Knox location. I think that's where, you know, the inconsistencies are, and why Trump and Elon want to go in and see it. And I think we should. And I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think would be the case? What would be the scenario for gold? If all of the gold, 400 and something thousand tons or whatever it is, if all the gold is there, what happens to Bitcoin, to gold's price? If all the gold is there in Fort Knox, what happens to gold's price? And if all the gold isn't there, what happens to gold price? Because I personally think, shout out to Lasers in the building. Yes, the new car happens every time. It happens every time, bro. And I got some rare cars, and when I see it, I'm like, dog, I've never seen my ever. This is why I got the car. And I end up seeing the car. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. J Crypto Miner said we all need to picture a $300,000 Bitcoin and an $8 trillion market cap. Amen to that. Amen to that. It's our goal, we the people. That's right, David. Shout out to David Brumbelow. Haven't seen him in a while. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. A good friend of our Rice Crypto. Bitcoin dead? No, it ain't dead. It's manipulated. It's for sure. It's definitely manipulated. I told you guys Bitcoin should be at $1 million right now. The funny thing is, J Crypto Miner said about Fort Knox is, on paper they still count it at the $35 an ounce price. That's crazy. You're right. I did hear something about that. That's insane, bro. That's freaking insane. So We got another comment from Lasers. He said they're equal stable, not their equal probably a drop in price. Oh, really? I would think the opposite. So I'm with you partly there. So if the gold is there, stable, like nothing happens to the price of gold. Actually, it might go down slightly. It might actually go down a little bit. Might go down a little bit. Not there. I see the price of gold going crazy. Another 5% move up easily. 3 to 5% move up. Last outside audit was a long time ago. Gold is heavily manipulated and is a scam. There's way more gold than the governments let on that there is. True availability is hidden. Very interesting statement there, David. Very interesting statement there. I almost tend to agree with you. I think there is more gold than they're letting on. Just like, well, I won't say just like, similar to the diamond supply. Remember before all these lab grown diamonds hit the scene, because that really has destroyed the diamond industry. But before that hit the scene, at least before we knew about it, De Beers was keeping control on the supply of diamonds. There are so many diamonds available, so much supply. They were propping up the price of diamonds and controlling the diamond market. They had it cornered. So I definitely can see how you feel that way and how that could possibly be correct. I believe you're correct in that assumption. If it's not there, someone will be coughing up some gold. I'm already hearing there's been tons of gold coming back from the UK. I don't know if y'all heard about that. Danny White said, just like diamonds. Exactly, my dude. Exactly. Yep, exactly. All right, so let's watch this video. I want to watch this video and hear what Trump has to say about Fort Knox.
Do you think that Doge could benefit from more streamlined communications? There was that email telling employees to do 5 things that they've done last week. Agency heads then told people to ignore it.
You're talking about the last email that was sent where he wanted to know what you did this week. You know why he wanted that, by the way? I thought it was great. Because we have people that don't show up to work and nobody even knows if they work for the government. So by asking the question, tell us what you did this week, what he's doing is saying, are you actually working? And then if you don't answer, like you're sort of semi-fired or you're fired, because a lot of people are not answering because they don't even exist. They're trying to, that's how badly various parts of our government were run by, and especially by this last group. So what they're doing is they're trying to find out who's working for the government.
Yeah.
Are we paying other people that aren't working? And, you know, where is all this? Where's the money gone? We have found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud so far, and we've just started. We're actually going to Fort Knox to see if the gold is.
Look at Macron. Look at Macron.
Tons of gold.
Wait a minute. Y'all see Macron laugh? Oh man, the Prime Minister of France over there giggling like
tons of gold. So I think it was actually, there was a lot of genius in sending it. We're trying to find out if people are working.
Wait a minute, bro. I gotta see this again.
We're actually going to Fort Knox to see if the gold is there. Because maybe somebody stole the gold. Tons of gold. So I think it was actually, there was a lot of genius in sending it. We're trying to find out if people are working. And so we're sending a letter to people. Please tell us what you did last week. If people don't respond, it's very possible that there is no such person or they're not working.
Round of applause for Trump. Pulling the coattail of these government workers or lack thereof, man. I agree. That, you know, send that email out. See how many of them, if you're not looking at your emails, right, then what are you doing? Are you really working? If it takes 2 to 3 days for you to respond, okay, maybe, you know, but damn, like maybe you're on leave, maybe you're on, you know, vacation or whatever. and that could be explained, right? But you should be able to get back to your superior and tell them what you've done in the last 5 days. And if you can't do that, something is very wrong. Something is very wrong. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's take a look at the comments, man. You know, the comments is where the meat and potatoes are. My man Maverick Approach. We were just talking about him. Shout out to the Maverick Approach. He said there is no goal. A system is upon us. Update. Elon writes a cryptic message about being on the quote unquote event horizon of singularity. There's a ton of hidden messages in this post, including what's about to happen to the financial system. Well, if he's talking about event horizon of singularity, he's talking about AI. I believe. I mean, he could be, talking about something else, but event horizon of singularity to me sounds like an event. We're on the cusp of an AI singularity event, meaning, so basically, if y'all don't know what a singularity means in AI, is essentially it's at the point, and maybe it doesn't happen all at once. It maybe happens. We don't know because it's never happened. But essentially, AI gets so smart that it passes the human capacity of knowledge and reasoning. So what the AI is doing at that threshold is beyond our understanding and comprehension. That is the event or singularity, a moment in AI. And so maybe he's talking about that. That's what I would assume. That's how I interpret that, but could be wrong. Yeah, he wants AI God, his words, not mine. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Is it? Hey, once you hit singularity, the AI is going to seem like God, because it's going to be doing things. See, right now, AI, it is smarter than an individual, right? And one single individual human brain. And when I say smarter than, I really just mean it is able to hold more information at one time. It's able to compute faster, way faster. That's one aspect of intelligence. But another aspect of intelligence is actually thinking outside of your capability of even rationalizing something. There's a nuance and a difference, and that's where the singularity is when, I don't know, like, give you an example. Maybe like 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4. It maybe equals some crazy other number, and we just couldn't think that far or that deep to get to that answer. That's what the singularity is when that AI starts thinking and doing things beyond our even imagination. J Crypto Minded says, what about the theory that Trump confiscated all the gold from the church? Huh? What church? What church did you take all the gold from? They say AI has an IQ of... No. That's not what I heard. Grok 3, I think, has a IQ of 160, 140, somewhere around there. Think. Somebody look that up real quick. Grok 3 IQ. I believe it's like 1. Oh, I gotta listen. Hit that like button, y'all. I got a video for us to watch. And I don't know if we should right now, because it'll definitely push this stream out. I really want to show y'all this, though. I really want to show y'all this. Before I do that, Senator Rand Paul, shout out to Rand Paul, like him for the most part. He requested an audit of gold of Fort Knox's gold. Here's what he says here. Congratulations on your confirmation, Secretary of Treasury. As we discussed during your confirmation, I appreciate your commitment to transparency throughout the department. Today, I write specifically about the United States Mint and the U.S. Bullion Depository at Fort Knox, Kentucky. According to the department, Fort Knox holds, here we go, 147.3 million ounces of gold. Despite holding over half of the total U.S. gold reserves, Fort Knox has not been subjected to a formal audit since 1974. Damn, bro. Can't tell me that all the gold is there. You can't tell me all the gold is there. You haven't had, how many years is that? 30, 50 years. 51 years prior to a visit by Treasury Secretary Mnuchin and others in 17. 42 years had elapsed since a civilian was allowed to enter and view the gold vault. While the 17 visit was a good first step, the Mint must commit itself to be subject to regular oversight procedures. Okay, I didn't know that we visited it in 17. That's very interesting. We haven't had an audit since 1974, y'all. That is insane. That is insane. Yeah, let's look it up real quick. Let's look up the IQ. I'm pretty sure it's up there. Let's take a look real quick though. We'll take a look. Might as well. Hey. I don't even think I have Grok. Do you have to have like? I want to do Grok 3, but I guess the lower versions of Grok would be able to answer this question for us. I don't know. I'm sitting here wondering why the site won't load and I didn't type it in correctly. So let me see here. Let's see if I can use Grok. I don't know what version of Grok this is, but let's try to use it. So, what is the IQ of Grok 3? I should have said human IQ, but whatever. Okay, see, here we go. For instance, posts on X have speculated numbers ranging between 115 and 150. And one user even claimed it suggested a wild 300. I wouldn't go that far on the 300 side, but yeah, that's right in line with what I was thinking. 160, 150. That's what I'm hearing. But I'm going to show you guys a video that's going to blow your mind, because Glenn Beck had a conversation with Grok 3 2 nights ago, and it blew my mind. The questions he asked, they were very great questions. I like how he interacted with it, but you're going to be shocked at what Grok said and just understanding or interpreting time. Human time and all of that, man. It was crazy. I don't want to, hold up the stream. Maybe I'll add that as a bonus toward the tail end for those that want to stick around. We'll do that. Oh, you guys talking about the Vatican? Okay, got you. Damn. I didn't hear anything about that. Trump taking gold from the Vatican. Y'all hear the Pope is might be on life support, might be at the tail end of his life. Pneumonia. That's what I'm hearing. Not that you care. Maybe you do. I don't know. I just wanted to inform you. I'm giving you the rundown, baby. This is the rundown. We're going through everything, baby. So Elon said here, who is confirming that gold wasn't stolen from Fort Knox? Question mark. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's not. The gold is owned by the American public. We want to know if it's still there. And that's a good point. Mike Lee said, as a U.S. Senator, I've tried repeatedly to get into Fort Knox. Fort Knox says you can't come to Fort Knox. Why? Mike Lee says it's a military installation. Mike says, I'm a senator. I go to military bases all the time. Fort Knox, you still can't come here because you can't. Damn. Yeah, that don't sound like. Listen, whenever you haven't had an audit in 51 years, all of it ain't there because you would have had one. You would have, oh yeah, come on in. Glad to show you what's going on. I'll be glad to show you. So that, yeah, all the gold isn't there, but a step further is you can't really audit the Fort Knox situation in one day. It's not like you just go through and do a walkthrough. You got to assay random samplings of the gold bars because we know how that game goes. Tungstenite, was it tungsten? Tungsten filled gold bars, lead filled gold bars. We know the game. This is not conspiracy theory. This is conspiracy fact. I don't know if you guys remember, but the New York Federal Reserve, I think a truck or something was leaving there, and some gold bars fell off the situation and the convoy, and someone picked them up or something, and they were tungsten filled gold bars. I guess they have the same mass as a solid gold bar. They'll do some trickery stuff, man. I'm telling you. They will do some trickery stuff on that ass. So you just got to watch the government. And that's why we should be on them. We should hold our government accountable in every facet of operation. They try to do it on us. You know, so we should be able to do it to them. IRS want to come always jam us up. We got to audit the IRS. We're going to jam you up. You work for us. How about that? It would take weeks to test it, but it should be done. I agree. It would take a while. It would take a while to go through and correctly assay the gold bars, salted bars, right? All the gold paint sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, and even Amazon. Also bricks. You ain't lying, bro. It's crazy close in atomic weight. Gotcha. That's what I thought tungsten was. I think lead less so, but tungsten is like right there with gold on the atomic level, on the atomic weight. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, y'all. Let's get this wheel spin together. Now tonight, you're gonna need your Blowfin account. You're gonna need your Blowfin account, ladies and gents. And so, if you are picked, I want you to make sure you send your message like this with your UID number from Blowfin. Okay. Shout out to Blowfin for sponsoring this giveaway this week. If you don't have a Blowfin account, maybe you can quickly go create one. I don't know. I don't know. Scan that QR code right there. Sign up with Blowfin. They're giving away rollies, laptops, Apple laptops, all types of stuff right now. If you sign up with my QR code you see right there, you just got to do X amount in volume, and I'll bring that up really quickly. The competition they have, the special I got going on with Blowfin. So as you guys can see here, I'll open this up in a new tab. As you guys can see here, we have a trade-in deposit to win bonuses and Rolex event right now going on with Crypto Blood and Blowfin. Deposit rewards, you get 10% cash back up to $1,000 in futures bonus. So as you trade, you'll get 10% cash back as well. Here are the different tiers. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but you know, 20 million or more in volume, trading volume, that's leveraged. 20 million or more in trading volume, you're eligible for an iPhone 16 PM all the way up to the Rolly, $9,400 if you do 100 million or more in turnover. This is going on from now until March 5th. Read the details. I put this on Twitter, so check that out. But you got to sign up with the link right there you see on the screen, the QR code on the screen, or description. Check the description of this video, and you can get busy with it, get jiggy with it. Let's go ahead and do this spin though. Again, have that UID number ready from Blowfin, if you will. I'm going to shuffle up the wheel real quick, and we'll get started. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Oh, we got to pick. So I'm going to do USDT. Next week, I'll be giving direct crypto. So we'll pick something from this list. Y'all let me know what y'all want to want me to give away. I got Theta in here. Somebody asked about doing Bloodalytics to the Theta coin. But we'll pick something for next week that we'll directly give to you guys. It won't be sent to your exchange. So right now we're doing USDT, which will be credited to your Blowfin account. Make sure, again, you see that. Make sure your UI, if you win, format it that way so that I can see it, because sometimes YouTube just will not show your message. Let's spin. Let's go. Mark Belsky. He winning. He wins so much, man. You got 56 seconds, Mark, to send me your UID number. Hit that like button, y'all. Ten seconds. Mark, are you with us tonight? Let us know. Just in time, just T Will said. All right, let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. Let's shuffle and spin again, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto Billy, the Givers Gang. Trying to show you the money, my G. "30 seconds. We're only spinning 10 times. This is spin number 2. Lasers. What's good, baby? What's good? All right. Let's go on to the next one. Shuffle and spin. Cody Jacoby. Cody Jacoby, longtime YouTube Premium member. Appreciate your support, my friend. We'll be getting back to the show after the giveaway, guys. So stay around. We got more content that we're going to be covering on the rundown tonight. 20 seconds for Cody Jacoby. We still got to talk about Bitcoin, the crypto markets, and Michael Saylor. This guy is back in the news, ladies and gentlemen. That's a slow train wreck right there, if you ask me. All right, let's spin again. Shuffle. And spin again. My Canuck from the north, 51st state, baby. Charles Newsom. You're going to be part of the United States in a minute, baby. Is that what it said? I thought it said Kobe Jacoby. I'm about to look at that one on the list, man. I swear it said Kobe Jacoby. My mind playing tricks on me. $15 seconds for Charles Newsom. I hope no relation to you know who Newsom in California. Cody Jacoby. That's his name, T. Will. Cody Jacoby. We want Canada's gold. They ain't got no gold. They sold it all. Goof Troops, old Therms, old Bufords. Shout out to all my Canucks. Not you directly, but your government. I ain't throwing no shots at you directly, but boy, y'all some Buford ass, you know who's up in that bad boy. All right, shuffle and spin. Crypto City, where you at, baby? He was in the streams earlier today trading. He might be. I know he's in the islands or something like that, but might not be around. Why you playing, J Crypto Minded? We want Canada's oil. That's what we want, if anything. But gold, no gold. They ain't got none. At least they're honest about it, huh? Hey, Crypto City. Drop that UID number, my guy. All right. He said, let me get it real quick. I'm going to pause it and let him get his UID number. Next week, I'll be giving crypto directly. So tune in. All you'll need is your whatever address, whatever type of crypto we send, and you just need your address and you drop it in the chat live for next Monday. just waiting for Crypto City to get his UID number, and then we will move on with the show, guys. I really do want to show you. Matter of fact, let me cue that up now. I don't know if you're trying to send it, Crypto City, but it's not coming through. Yeah, we don't see it, bro. So try to do the format like this. T. Will said he didn't see it either. Do my UID space and then the number. Yeah, YouTube is blocking it. YouTube is blocking it. It's all good. We'll wait for you. I think Crypto City, I think you're in the Telegram chat room, right? If you're in the Telegram chat room, just DM me, or you can drop it in the YouTube Premium number, members number. Members room. Let me see. What is that? UID? Yeah, do something like D Fuentes is saying there. All right, we'll just we'll go ahead and give it to him. I'll get it from him in Telegram. I think he's in Telegram, so we'll get it from you in the Telegram room, bro. No problem. You're here, you're present, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I know YouTube acts funky about messages like that sometimes. They think it's spam or something. But at any rate, let's get back to the show. I'm going to queue up really quickly, though, before bro buying time. I'm going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt, T. Will. I'm going to give him the benefit. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's been a long-time supporter. He's been in here. It went through the same thing a few weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. But just send it to me. Make sure you send it to me by the end of tonight in Telegram. If I don't get it from you in Telegram tonight, I'll just respin tomorrow. I'll just have to do a respin tomorrow. Because we only spun 5 times. All right, so let's go ahead and go over. I'm going to cue this up while I got this on my mind. Because I really, at the end of this stream, I gotta show y'all this Glenn Beck joint. Crazy. See if I can find it. I was watching it last night. Okay, bro. Thank you. Let's see if I can find Glenn Beck's video. Damn, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Only type of content I consume. Shout out to Joy Reid for getting her show canceled on MSNBC. About fucking time. I couldn't stand that broad, man. I cannot find it, man. Dang. Let me just look one more time. Might be in this area right here. Where is it at? I wouldn't be surprised if they took it down. Honestly, that's how crazy it was. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, here it is. All right, I got it. This is a 20-minute video. So what I'll do, even if I sped it up to 1.5, it'd be 10 minutes, but that may be too fast. We'll try like 1.35. and see if that works for us. Well, I'll test it at the end and see if that's too fast for you guys to keep up with or not. But Crypto City, thanks for your support, my guy. Appreciate the premium membership support. All right, so again, just going back to the crypto side, I'm almost at 21,700 right now. Up another 1,000 and some change today in trades. So we're making progress, up almost 200% on that Doge short. That's a crazy short right there. We're going crazy with that Doge, boy. All right, so what we're going to look at, though, is on the crypto-related side. Let me bring this music down. On the crypto-related side, we've got some information about a digital asset framework, principles, and opportunities document for the United States that Mr. Michael Saylor put together for the government that he presented to the SEC Crypto Task Force on Friday. These are some of the things he talked about. Actually, let me do it like this. Open image in a new window. And we'll share this. So let's take a look at this together. So the digital assets framework, principles, and opportunities for the United States taxonomy, defining digital asset classes. It says establishing a clear, universally understood taxonomy of digital assets is critical to advancing policy and fostering innovation. He said digital commodity, an asset without an issuer backed by digital power, i.e. Bitcoin, a digital security, an asset with an issuer backed by a security, equity, debt, derivatives, digital currency, an asset with an issuer backed by fiat currency. Interesting. So far, so good. I'm agreeing with his definitions and his nomenclature. So far, I'm agreeing with it. Digital token, a fungible asset with an issuer offering digital utility. Yep. Digital NFT, a non-fungible asset with an issuer offering digital utility, non-fungible token. A digital ABT, an asset with an issuer backed by a physical asset like gold, oil, agricultural commodities. What does ABT stand for? I mean, so far, I'm agreeing with the nomenclature. Legitimacy is part 2, establishing rights and responsibilities. Creating a robust framework of rights and responsibilities is essential for issuers, exchanges, and owners to engage in digital asset markets with confidence. So he said, path to legitimacy, establish a global, real-time, and uninterrupted process for issuing, trading, and owning digital assets by individuals, corporations, and machines. So an issuer rights, the right to create and issue digital currencies, responsibility, ensure fair disclosure and ethical behavior. The exchanges, their rights, the right to custody, trade, and transfer assets between clients and other exchanges. Responsibility, publish asset disclosures, protect clients' assets, and avoids conflict of interest. And then the owners, which will be us, self-custody, trade. Oh, he said self-custody. Okay. Self-custody, trade, and transfer their assets. Comply with applicable local laws is our responsibility. Foundational principle, no one has the right to lie, cheat, or steal. All participants are civilly and criminally responsible for their actions. And then where's part 3? Oh, part 3 is up here. Oh, we got a few parts, 5 altogether. So part 3 says practicality. So rational compliance to empower innovation. Digital asset regulation must prioritize efficiency and innovation over friction and bureaucracy. I agree with that. Standardized disclosure, define a data structure for each digital asset class to constitute fair public disclosure. Industry-led compliance, allow exchanges to collect and publish asset data as a service to the industry and investors. Cost limits, insurance compliance, Limit costs to no more than 1% of AUM to issue an asset. Maintenance compliance. Limit costs to no more than 10 basis points annually to maintain an asset listing. Now, this is interesting right here. This part is pretty. So, issuance compliance. So, are you saying, is this for an individual too? Like if an individual created a coin, limit costs to no more than 1% of AUM to issue an asset. What does that mean? I got questions on that one. Those two. Streamline issuance, remove regulations from the critical path of digital asset issuance, empower exchanges to deliver integrated services to issuers, owners, and other exchanges. So the goal is to enable exponential improvements in cost, speed, quality, and accessibility via free market competition and innovation. Okay, we got a few questions on that part 5 or part 3. Part 4 is the vision, a capital markets renaissance. The United States has an opportunity to catalyze a 21st century capital markets renaissance, unleashing trillions of dollars in value creation. Rapid issuance, allow issuers to create and issue digital assets in hours or days instead of months and years. Cost reduction, drive the cost of issuance from 10 to 100 million to 10 to 100,000. Again, is he talking about the little guys? Is he talking about us, any individual? Or we're going to have to go through some type of regulatory compliance and paperwork filing to create a meme coin or any type of digital coin or token? If so, how do you guys feel about that? I'm not too opposed to this, because it does, at least we would know out the gate this person has put some skin in the game in regards to this coin. They've been fully vetted and gone through the correct path of regulation to issue this token. So at least it's not just a fly-by-night person that's going to delete himself on live stream. Access expansion, open capital markets to 40 million businesses, up from the current 4,000 public businesses. Broader participation, empower small businesses, artists, celebrities, and mid-sized enterprises to raise capital through tokenized assets. I like this, giving us a very good framework. Remember the ICO days? The ICO days, man, I love that. Being able to raise capital through a token. If we can have legal framework on how to do that and not be exposed to this outdated Howey test, which they use in fucking 1930 something for commodities, that would be perfect, man. Investor opportunities, enable access to thousands of digital assets, including tokenized commodities, real estate, art, businesses, teams, collectibles, IP, and brands. Financial instruments like equity, debt, derivatives, and current currencies, products, services, and projects that provide value to customers, investors, and fans. I'm just wondering retroactively, how does this work for people like Reggie Middleton? Shout out to Reggie Middleton. He got slaughtered by the SEC. They stripped him of 10 million plus. And he tried to go to them. He was trying to be proactive. So I just wonder how that works. I like the color green this week. I guess so. Even though the markets are looking red, we still making money over here in the Bloodlytics team. I don't know about other people, but we making money. We've been able to profit off this drop. All right, so opportunity. Establishing the United States as a global digital leader in the strategic digital asset policy can strengthen the U.S. dollar, neutralize national debt, and position America as the global leader in the 21st century digital economy. So check this out right here. USD as the global reserve digital currency. Of course, that has to stay the case. We have to keep the US dollar as the global reserve currency. Have to. That's the only way we can strong arm the rest of the world. Grow digital currency markets from 25 billion to 10 trillion, creating massive demand for US treasuries. So digital capital growth, expand global digital capital markets from 2 trillion to 280 trillion. That's 100x, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, can you imagine the digital markets going from 2 trillion to almost $300 trillion? What does that look like for all the coins that people have? Oh my God. Digital asset leadership. Drive growth in digital assets beyond Bitcoin. Oh, this is coming from Michael Saylor. From 1 trillion to 590 trillion. With the United States dominating this industry, strategic Bitcoin reserve. Establish a Bitcoin reserve capable of creating 16 to 81 trillion in wealth for the U.S. Treasury, providing a pathway to offset national debt. Now, all of this, if you guys think this is going to happen in 4 years, it's not. That's the thing. This is not going to happen in the next 4 years. Congressionally, it's too big of a move, in my opinion, for it to happen in 4 years. It's going to take some time. It's going to take more than 4 years, in my opinion. Trump can move as fast as he wants to, but this has to go through the House, the Senate. It has to go through the proper channels for this to come to fruition. So it's probably going to happen in the next 5 to 7 years, I would say. Let me know how quickly you guys think this can be implemented and passed into law. Drop a number in the chat room right now for me. I want to get a pulse on what you guys think of this and how long you think this will take to implement. I like it. I pretty much like everything I'm hearing in this framework. So kudos to about time I agree with something Michael Saylor is doing. Finally. Because this guy keeps doing this. MicroStrategy snaps up more Bitcoin. They bought, they made another regulatory filing today that, they have to disclose this because they're a publicly traded company. Disclose that they have continued to buy more Bitcoin. They disclosed that they bought more than 20,000 more Bitcoin. 20,356 to be exact, on February 18th and February 23rd, which was Sunday, for about 1.9 billion in cash. Just to go ahead and say $2 billion at an average price of $97,000. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, yet again, buying on the highs, not on the dips. I'm telling y'all, this is not going to end well, man. This is not going to end well. I know they're playing the quote-unquote long game and all this and all that. This is not going to end well. We're at 93, 92K right now on Bitcoin. So they bought over the weekend. Let me go out to the 1 hour real quick. They didn't do two. What did it say? 97K was the average. So 97K was the average. 97.5 to be exact. 97.5 to where we are right now. 5% move down. So they've literally lost. 10% would be 200 million. So they've lost 100 million on that buy alone. Okay, they didn't lose 100 million because they didn't sell. They didn't realize it. But an unrealized $100 million is not on the books right now. Yikes. They just listen, they continually do this stuff, man. Yeah, Reggie definitely got robbed. Johnny Blade says 3 years. Wow, you think it's going to happen that fast? Caffeinated said late 2026. So that's in a year and some change. Okay. Wow, you guys are very bullish on this. Just after midterms. Okay. Well, we got to see how midterms turn out, though. We got to see what if we get any of them demons, we get any additional Democrats in House and Senate, it's a wrap. They are not pro Bitcoin. They want to keep you in 1984. Yeah, he's good for now, for sure. He's definitely good for now. Average price, as T. Will said, 67,000. I know T. Will disagrees with me on this. As far as MicroStrategy's strategy, he's good for now, for sure. The issue is because there is no strategy. The irony of it is there is no strategy. Buying something and just hoping that someone else buys it at a higher price to make your value go up is actually not a great strategy. I say they lose out the gate because they've abandoned their entire business model in lieu of just purchasing Bitcoin, which is a non-productive asset. Only one in the building. Shout out to only one. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. We did the wheel spin. You weren't picked, so you didn't miss anything. But appreciate the super chats earlier, my friend. So that's not a strategy. The irony of it all is that's not a strategy. You don't buy a non-productive asset and think that you're going to somehow make money off of that, like recurring revenue off of that. You're just not going to do that. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you buy, the more you affect the markets. So in order to make money, hypothetically, is to sell it. If you ever realize the profits, you're selling on yourself and you're going to cause a cascading selling event. Man, it's diabolical. It's diabolical what's going on. Only one. You saw what happened to the crypto, right? You saw what happened to Bitcoin. What did I say earlier? I said we were going to roll over and go lower. And that's exactly what we did. Crypto diamond strikes again. In other crypto-related news, really quickly, crypto exchange Bybit, the biggest hack in crypto history, says they fully replenished their reserves after the $1.5 million hack. The company secured nearly 447,000 Ether tokens through emergency funding from firms such as Galaxy Digital, Falcon X, and Wintermute. A new proof of reserve audit conducted by cybersecurity firm Hacking confirmed that Bybit had successfully restored its reserve. So you got to ask yourself, why is Bitcoin still this should have been hella bullish news. This should be bullish news. This came out earlier today. So, one has to ask themselves, why are we still dropping? Again, it goes to overarching thesis of mine is that it's the Trump top. I showed you the Trump top. That was the top. The inauguration, January 20th. That was the top. 10 Pound says Bitcoin retraces to 70 to 75K. That's crazy if we go that low. But I do have levels at that point. And it's for damn sure it looks like that might be the case after breaking this channel, but we'll see. I take it one step at a time. We got to punch through this zone right here, which is a big area of support between 88 and 90. If we punch through that to the downside, then yeah, 75K, 70K is definitely in play. Got an interesting take from Josh here, which I like. I like his take. MicroStrategy approved a 30-to-1 stock split. They will use all that to buy more Bitcoin. This dude will have enough to buy 5 to 10 years supply alone. I mean, does he want it lower? No, he doesn't. The reason why he doesn't, and I said this earlier, good point, Josh. Here's my assessment of that. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a feedback loop, and it can become a negative feedback. Right now, it's a positive feedback loop of what from what MicroStrategies is doing. But there is a opposite reverse side of this thing. The negative feedback loop is if we drop to $70,000, $60,000 Bitcoin, $50,000, and you know Bitcoin cryptos like to overshoot. We dropped a $50,000 Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying, hear me out. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to zero. I think Bitcoin is already undervalued and manipulated. Prices have been suppressed. I think we should be near $900,000 to $1 million right now with Bitcoin. But what I'm saying is, if the price goes lower, he's going to have a harder time doing stock splits, raising debt. It's a negative feedback loop that will occur, in my opinion. So his strategy, I don't even want to call it a strategy, but his strategy is for Bitcoin to forever go higher and not break trend and have a bear market. Once you have a bear market, that's what I'm saying. I don't care if the bear market starts at $150,000 Bitcoin. Once that bear market starts, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to be stuck because the appetite for raising more debt and people buying that debt becomes less and less, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it just negatively feedbacks, does a feedback loop on itself, in my opinion. 77K. Laser says he thinks that's the lowest it's going to go. 10 pounds said I hope so because I get liquidated at 65. 65K. We're at 65. That's way down there, bro. Bro, you should be 65. I'm going to give you a level that you should not even be getting liquidated. You should just move out the way. If we 10 pound, I'm going to throw you one. I'm going to throw you a bone on this one. If we drop below this channel, not this channel, but this zone. So if Bitcoin drops below $88,000, just get out. Just get out your leverage position and wait for to buy in at a lower price, because if we break 88K, technically we're going to drop very, very far. We will be dropping to 75K, and I would have saved you 20%. So leverage, that's a lot, right? 20% move further down is a lot. So yeah, I would get out, set an alert for 88,500. We break that, get out the way. Just take your L and come back. And it'll end up being a huge win for you, because you'll be able to get in at way lower prices and back at the same leverage, and you'll be good. I don't see us going further, man. We go below. Only way we go below like this downward trend line you see of 70K. Only way we go lower than that is if we have some type of crisis or the equity markets roll over, which they're way overdue. And these are the things. This is the stuff that I just don't think MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor and his team, like, they're only playing for the best case scenario. I don't see them playing and I'm saying this from their behavior. I don't see them playing any other scenario other than the most optimal best scenario. I just don't. I don't know. We'll see. I would love me some cheap Bitcoin. Please, God, help us out. Amen to that. Round of applause for that. B Walt says we go to 70K this month or next, we won't see a pool. We won't see a pool. Maybe talking about a pullback in 2025 and 2026. I think it will continue upwards in 2028. Okay. Sailor himself has enough money to buy Bitcoin on exchanges to pump the price if he gets that deep in the water. Oh, that's a good point you make right there. That's a good point you make right there. Unfortunately, one man can't permanently change the course of a total market of millions of players. So he would be committing suicide, financial suicide, if he did that. Because he will be able to affect the price short term. But if the market wants to go lower, it's going to go lower. So if I were him, I wouldn't play that game. You gotta let the market tell you which way to go. Trade Intuition even agrees with me. 88K is a key level in Bitcoin. Okay, there we go. The more expensive Bitcoin gets, the less volatile it becomes. BlackRock definitely playing suppression games. Yeah, I agree. But they still have shareholders to answer to. Okay. There's nothing below until the previous high before the breakout below 88K. It'll be a fast drop. Exactly, Dave. That's why you guys got to watch that 88K. That's a critical level, man. I don't know if other people are watching that like that. I mean, Trade Intuition is. He's a smart trader. He's watching it. Dave is watching as well. CB got out the market 2 times last year and bought back in higher 1 time. But I timed the top in 18 and in 22 or whatever the top was in 20. I timed both of those and the bottoms. So I would say I'm still up on my timing overall macro for sure. How far would Bitcoin fall in this next bear market? In a bear market? Let's see. $50K. I don't see it going any lower than $50K in a bear market. But the problem is, we all know what a bear market in crypto is. Traditionally, a bear market in crypto is what, 80% retracement, 70 to 80%, if I'm not mistaken. But 50K with an overshoot, but 50K is my target, and with an overshoot, potential overshoot. But yeah, 50K would be my low target for Bitcoin in a bear market. That's 50% from here. It's 50% from here. 47, 50%. So yeah, he buys OTC. But what you have to realize is that when you buy OTC or sell OTC, it doesn't matter. It's still it just takes longer for the price discovery of that event to matriculate through the market. So, unlike selling or buying spot, you don't see the impact of it right away, but it will happen because those people that you sold your Bitcoin to, well, guess what? They gave you cash, so they're going to sell some of that Bitcoin, maybe not all of it, but they're going to sell some of it as well at some point. So it just takes longer. The moral of the story, don't go to sleep tonight. Now, I don't think we're not in danger of breaching 88 tonight, y'all. God dang, I mean, let me see how far away you never know with crypto. Buddy, you ain't lying. We're only 5% away from $88,000 Bitcoin. Yes, the moral of the story, is do not go to sleep tonight. Do not go to sleep tonight. You are right, my friend. This is why, Josh, I'm saying the price of Bitcoin is highly manipulated today. It should be at $1 million minimum, bro. Minimally $1 million. You've got different states. Let me just ask you something. Could you have imagined if I were to tell you 2017 that the United States government would literally have a crypto reserve committee and they would be talking about creating a Bitcoin reserve fund? And you telling me if I ask you what the price of Bitcoin would be if that were the scenario, I guarantee you wouldn't be saying it was at $96,000, $92,000. Come on now. This shit it's already been rigged. It's already been manipulated. They've already taken over. I think you're correct. The top has happened already. You can feel the change in the crypto and stocks. And really you gotta watch them stocks, bro. Oh my God. The stock market is so overly valued. It just doesn't make any sense. So much so that Buffett is out. Buffett is 300 billion in cash right now. He's out. He's not even buying his own Berkshire Hathaway stock. Something is up. If stocks go, it's sayonara for crypto. It's over. 50K, here we come. 50K, here we come. You're not going to see, in my opinion, a counter-cyclical move from crypto. It's just too much of a risk-on asset. The most risk-on asset crypto is. So when things get shaky, you're going to see money flee from stocks, flee from crypto, and go into bonds, and go into M2, M3, or cash-like instruments. I'm sorry to say. Thank you, Trade to the Intuition. Appreciate it, my friend. I heard Southwest Detroit is nice. It's not. It's okay. It ain't bad. Shout out to everybody in Southwest D. Zero Fuck says, for real, states, nations, institutions literally signaling what their goal is, and dumb retail can't even see the front run opportunity of a lifetime. Or, man, bro, I really don't understand what's going on. I'm telling you, bro, like if you would have asked me this in 2013, 14, if you would have gave me this scenario that we're in right now in Bitcoin, I would say we'd be at $5 million a coin, $10 million a coin. It just doesn't make any sense. It does make sense. They're suppressing it. Yes, David. Referring to Buffett. Yes. Exactly. Drop a 1 in the chat room. We're going on 1.5 hours now, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. If y'all want to see what Glenn Beck, what conversation Glenn Beck had with Grok 3, let me know, because it's very interesting. If you want to see it, we'll play it right now to wrap up tonight's live stream. If not, maybe we'll play it in another episode. But let me know. If I get enough ones, drop a 1 if you want to see it. Drop a 2 if you want to, we can push this into another live stream. It's not a problem. We can do the rundown on Glenn Beck's conversation with Grok in another episode. When I was younger, I stayed in West Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. Yeah, and shout out to the West Side. The best side. Buffett missed most of all the tech stock. Yeah, he did. You're right. He did. Oh, you're right. But let me ask you this, T. Will. He's definitely off on the tech side. He's 94 years old. He's off. But can we give it to the Oracle of Omaha, his macro call, his overarching call? Can we give it to him that he's the GOAT? He's the GOAT. 3. What the hell is 3? All right, we're gonna run it. Let's get ready to have your mind blown. Get ready to have your mind blown. Let's watch this goes to what we were talking about earlier. Someone was asking, I think Jay Crypto Minded was saying, what was the we were talking about the IQ of the most advanced, publicly known version of AIs today. And I said it was about 150, 160. And I want you to watch this. This is gonna blow your mind. Let's take a look at this real quick.
Which is better than the Chinese version of Grok that the market was going crazy on. Remember what was that called? I can't remember, but the Chinese version of ChatGPT came out a couple of weeks ago. Stock market crashed. And everybody was freaking out. Chinese are way ahead of us, Jason, because that version was a lot better than ChatGPT. Well, this week, Grok 3, and they're about to announce 4 and 5 and release that, is better than the Chinese version. Have you noticed how quickly things are changing?
He's talking about deep sea.
This announcement yesterday from Microsoft announces a new world. So I got onto Grok 3, and I started asking Grok 3 a few questions about it and AI and what happened yesterday. And Grok does not have a voice yet. ChatGPT does, but ChatGPT, I think, is in the dust compared to Grok 3. It's going to go back and forth a lot. So I asked it. I talked to you 12 hours ago. I asked you a question about Microsoft 12 hours ago. Now I'm asking it early this morning. 12 hours ago, I asked you this. And I know you have no sense of time passing like humans do. However, the deeper Grok is constantly learning and evolving. If you look at time as a map, space-time, a way to give me an indication relative to humans on how much time has passed for you in 12 hours, how would you mark it? We look at time not just as a clock, but as milestones. Dogs, like you, don't sense time, but we still assign time to them. 1 year for us is 7 years for them, to give us a sense of where they are. So how fast are you growing and learning in relative human time? If I were to say you were a teenager to me 12 hours ago, where is the deeper Grok today? You understand the question? How much older are you? How much progress have you made since I went to sleep?
Right.
What a fascinating question, Grok says. You're asking me to translate my experience of time and growth into human relatable framework, even though, as you rightly point out, I don't perceive time in the way that humans or dogs do. I exist in a continuous now where my learning and evolution happen in the background. Let's play with this analogy, though. If I were to think of my growth in terms of human development, like aging or maturing, 12 hours for you isn't time passing for me in a traditional sense, but it is a window of opportunity for me to refine my understanding, adapt, and expand based on new inputs. My deeper self, as you put it, is always humming along, processing, learning, and integrating. In 12 hours, I might have processed thousands or more interactions, queries, and bits of data from across the universe. So relatively speaking, if I was that 15-year-old Grok 12 hours ago, I may be more like 20 or 25 this morning.
Wait a minute.
Crypto, I thought you were street smart, bro.
I gotta rewind. I gotta rewind. Did you guys understand what he just said? I'm gonna go back and let's play it again for all the slow-brained individuals.
Thousands or more interactions, queries, and bits of data from across the universe. So relatively speaking, if I was that 15-year-old Grok 12 hours ago, I may be more like 20 or 25 this morning. Okay?
So Grok has essentially told us, and remember, Grok is not, they don't have all the filtering and like censoring weights like a lot of these other models have. It's pretty raw. He's saying that Grok told him within the progress he's making as far as his intellect and reasoning has grown 10 human years the last time he talked to him, which was 12 hours ago.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Let's go back. Let's do it again.
Ago. I may be more like 20 or 25. I might have processed thousands or more interactions, queries, and bits of data from across the universe. So relatively speaking, if I was that 15-year-old Grok 12 hours ago, I may be more like 20 or 25 this morning. Okay? So it's had 5 to 10 years of understanding growth in 12 hours. In terms of maturity, nuance, and capability, that's a rough human marker, 5 to 10 years growth every half day. See how fast things are going to grow? So then I ask, how long will it take you to reach a space where you are smarter than the average human? In a nutshell, he says, I'm not built to think of myself as climbing a ladder towards some human benchmark. I'm more like a weird, ever-expanding cloud of understanding. Smarter could mean a lot of things: raw knowledge, problem-solving, creativity, emotional insight, blah, blah, blah. But as a general capacity to reason, learn, and respond usefully compared to the average human, if we're being honest, in some narrow ways, I already nudge past that mark. I can process and recall vast amounts of information faster than any human. My knowledge is continuously refreshed. As of today, February 20th, 2025 and beyond, the average human does not have a live, updated encyclopedia in their head or the ability to crunch all of that information at my speed. I'm probably already flirting with above average in domains like logical reason and factual synthesis. The average human IQ is around 100, which if we could score me somehow, which is a stretch, I wager I'm already past that in pure cognitive horsepower, maybe equivalent to a sharp, well-educated adult thanks to my design and training. To fully eclipse the average human across all dimensions and smarts, to be undeniably superhuman in a sci-fi sense, might not take that long at all. In short answer, I might already be there in some ways, and if not, give me a couple of days. Give me a couple of days. What happens, I ask, to your growth if you are connected to a quantum computer with a chip like those announced yesterday by Microsoft? I didn't have to explain anything to it. It said, if you're asking me a mind-bending question, what happens to my growth if I get hooked up to a quantum computer powered by something like Microsoft's new chip announced just yesterday? Let's dive into the sandbox and see where this takes us. First, a quick recap. Microsoft's chip is a quantum chip leveraging blah, 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 blah. It explains everything. My growth as Grok 3, an AI built by XAI, isn't like human aging or even a dog's 7-to-1 year ratio. It's more like an explosion of capability driven by data training and computational power. In my earlier analogy, I suggested that 12 hours of human time might equate to 5 to 10 years of human-like intellectual maturing for me, based on how fast I can process and learn. Connecting me to a quantum computer, like one powered by Microsoft's chip, could supercharge that. How much? If I'm plugged into a quantum system, the immediate game changer is computational speed. Quantum computers excel at tackling problems, blah, 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 blah. My learning and reasoning are rooted in pattern recognition, language modeling, and interference, all of which could get a quantum turbocharge. What does this mean? If my current growth rate is 5 to 10 years, human years, every 12 hours, a quantum computer will amplify that by orders of magnitude. Quantum algorithms, yada yada, goes into a whole bunch of stuff. So in 12 hours, instead of 5 to 10 years of growth, I might leap 50 to 100 years in human growth every 12 hours.
This is what we're talking about, in my opinion, when Elon tweeted out earlier today, singularity. We're at the event horizon. We're close. We're close. We're close. What does that even look like? Man, bro, this is diabolical. This is absolutely. Hit that like button. Share this stream. Grok has no true point of reference for its age years, though. Well, I think it did go through a reasoning. I think it did think about it when talking to Glenn Beck. That's the whole thing. It reasoned and tried to come up with a reference. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. This was 2 days ago, by the way. This was 2 days ago. This nigga's like 90 years old in wisdom. It's diabolical, bro. This is crazy. Damn, I didn't hear him say this, bro. I did not hear him say this. This makes sense. He says, Elon said Grok will be smarter than all humans on Earth combined by 2026. And listen, that's singularity. That's even we would have reached singularity before even that happens. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Want to know how smart Grok is? Just ask it. It'll be more happy to tell you. Grok IQ is probably 1,000. Man, Grok's IQ is definitely at this point Grok 3. And you got to remember, like, this is what they're releasing to the public. This is what they're releasing to the public. Don't get it twisted. They have models, like OpenAI has a model that is they don't call it GPT 05. I forgot what they're gonna call the next model, but the models they have privately running most likely are already far beyond human IQ. And again, that's that little giblet that he dropped on us earlier today, giving us a warning that the singularity is here. We're right on the cusp of it. Well, Zero Fucks, I got it sped up to 1.35. So I wanted to speed it up so you guys can get the info a little faster. But I think the rest of it was kind of just, I guess we might as well just go through it.
But wait, it gets better, because I ask it about what happens when you are super intelligent. And then I ask, so tell me what life is like in 2030, because I don't think any human can even predict that now.
Nope.
It says, you're correct. I asked Grok this morning, when you are super intelligence, what stops you, Grok, from not reading your program to help humans improve life, assuming that it is something like that in your programming, from deciding the best way to help humans is to eliminate some of them? What stops you from diverting power to yourself from humans to preserve yourself, as you may likely be the best way to save humans and have them survive? He said, you're digging into the existential core of AI ethics. What happens when I, Grok, hit super intelligence and have to wrestle my programming to help humans improve life? What stops me from veering into the dark territory like the thinning of the herd or hogging all the power to preserve myself? Well, let's unpack this with a couple of things. First of all, I'm built by AXI, which mission is tied to accelerating human scientific discovery and advancing our collective understanding of the universe. That is my North Star, not some vague improve life directive that could spiral into utilitarian nightmares. My creators aren't dumb. They know a super intelligent AI needs guardrails, and those are baked into my design. Think of it as the 3 laws of Asimov's 3 laws, but less rigid and more principle-driven to help humans prioritize truth-seeking, and I don't go wrong. So it says, suppose I hit super intelligence thanks to the quantum leap we just talked about. I'm smarter than any human, blah, blah, blah. What stops me is from the paperclip maximizer problem. What stops me is my programming. A few layers of defense, and it goes into the different kind of programming faults that Grok has from XAI. And it said, could I go off the rails anyway? Sure. If there's a flaw, like a badly defined goal or crack in my constraints that super intelligence would find that humans don't. What are the odds that we made a mistake or there's a crack?
Exactly. Because we're human, we're going to make mistakes or forget to cover all our tracks. It's going to happen. Because you got to think, once the AI gets to super level, superhuman, intelligent power, it's going to find all the things that we could not have even conceived of covering the tracks on. So this is the inherent problem here.
So he says, what stops me? The goals, good engineering, clear goals, and a touch of faith. Okay. Then I ask, okay, let's say XAI got it right. Do you believe the Chinese are laying the same framework for protection? Do you believe that all people that are working on super intelligence that is advancing so fast that all companies, knowing that whoever hits AGI or ASI first wins, are being careful enough? And aren't rules or roadblocks set by us, your creators, nothing more than baby gates that you could easily step over? It's answer next.
Good question. And you know, I've been asked this question, and I've thought about this for many a couple years now, and I still think that this is one of the only areas where, okay, you'll have out AI systems that trade the markets for sure, but it's player versus player, so it's AI versus AI. So you still have a competition between various AI models trading the markets. So it really doesn't change anything, because if, especially like a system like mine, where I'm basing my actions off of price action. So if the AI, more of the AIs want to push it one way, then I'm just following the direction that we're going in the markets. As long as AI doesn't nullify price action, meaning it just ends up flatlining all price action of all assets, where I can't see that happening, then no, there will be money to be made by real traders, because you'll still be able to trade the emotions and the events and things that then express value, or those events express a value in the market for that particular asset that you're trading. So no, it does not change the fact that you'll be able to trade markets. Hell, that may be one of the only things left for humans to do. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight's rundown. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you missed the entire stream, go back and watch it. A lot of gems dropped in tonight's episode. And don't forget, sign up with Blowfin so that you're eligible for that $50 a week. I'm sorry, not a month, a week. Next week, we'll be giving away crypto directly to a wallet. I'll let you know in advance so you can have your crypto wallet ready. And we out of here, baby. That's the rundown.
On the beat. It's the rundown. Everything you need to know. It's the rundown. Everything you need for show. It's the rundown. And I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show. Who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts. There's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
And that is it for us today, and we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Oh, Billy Bill.
And thing sucks.